Hello everyone, I'm Shashank, and in this video I'm going to give you a demo and a technical walkthrough of a chatbot agent project. So this chatbot agent is designed for a multi-tenant website where people can basically restaurants can create their menu and kind of have their own dedicated space. So I'll give you a demo of this chatbot agent. I'll show you the platform where this chatbot is hosted, and then I will give you a technical walkthrough of like how this chatbot has been designed and what are the different concepts and different components of a chatbot agent when we design this chatbot with the foundational models, the so-called large language models these days. So let's start with the demo. And First of all, I'll show you this platform where this chatbot is like hosted. So this is Zykus, and this Zykus is basically a multi-tenant platform where restaurants can basically create their own storefront websites and host their digital menu and display it to their customers with the help of QR codes. Okay, so this is a nice platform, but basically one of the challenge or one of the good feature this platform wanted to implement is that they wanted to have some kind of chatbot, because today we are seeing that the software products are shifting towards chatbots. It's good to have a feature like chatbot in platforms like this, where customers can directly talk with the chatbot and explore the menu and place their order directly without much hustle of like browsing through the menu, because some restaurants really have very kind of like long menus. And this chatbot also solves a lot of problems in finding the right dish when you are sitting in a restaurant. So I'll show you all the scenarios how this chatbot is useful in this restaurant platform. So I'll quickly take you to this restaurant, which is Bella Italia. It is a demo restaurant. It's not live anywhere, but this is their menu page, and they have very nice beautiful looking dishes on their platform. This is all good. This like UI is designed in a nice way for customers to explore the menu, get a feel of the menu. But what if like I'm in a mood, I just want to get my usual dishes. I've come here in this restaurant with some intent. I want to like have some particular dishes, so I don't want to explore this menu page. I just want to have talk with some chatbot, like most of the time we do. Like we talk to the waiter, we ask him like what's special here, or we give him some instructions. So what if instead of waiter we can talk to a chatbot, and we can just ask whatever we want about this restaurant, and we can like browse the menu as per our liking, and we can just order anything what is available in their menu that day, right? And since it's a multi-tenant platform, let me iterate it again. It's a multi-tenant platform. Like there's Bella Italia .zykus.com. So this is one restaurant, and there is another restaurant which is zykaindia.zykus.com. So like this chatbot is designed in such a manner that it can handle that multi-tenancy. It can get the right menu from the right restaurants, and it can like give you the right information. Okay, so let's try our chatbot experience. So here we have our chatbot. It's named Annapurna. Annapurna in Hindi, like basically it signifies the goddess of food in Hindi culture. So basically we will talk with Annapurna, which is our AI food ordering assistant here. So let's try talking to Annapurna and see how she responds. So first of all, let's say I just want to have a coffee. Okay, I want to just have a good coffee. So I'll just say, hi, I want a good coffee. I don't know if they have coffee or not, or I don't know like if they have it or not. But let's say I just want to have good coffee, and it will come back with the response that Namaste. We have a delightful section of coffees for you. Would you like a cafe americano, cafe latte, and there are different coffee options. Quite cool. So I just want to have americano, and like I just want some kick right now. So I'll just say americano. Okay. Uh, Okay, so it is smart enough to understand that Americano comes in two variants, small and regular. Okay, and you should note all these points, like how this conversation is being done in a very natural language way, and the model understands that there are different variations, so it should ask for clarification, because it cannot randomly add a small regular on its own. So I'll just say I want the regular one. Okay, I'll just say regular one, and then let's say what happens. It will take some time, it will add it to my cart. Nice, it's added to my cart. Now it will again ask, is there anything else I can get for you today, or would you like to confirm your order? Okay, then I will just say I just want to have one pizza with my coffee. Okay, so let's see what pizza options they have. So it will quickly fetch the pizza menu, and it will again give me pizza, their price, their description. Okay, everything will come here nicely. And now I want to have, let's say, margarita. Oops, margarita. And I want to have sun-kissed pizza as well. But mind that I'm not writing the exact names of the dishes here. I'm just typing as I say in a restaurant. Okay, so I just typed which pizzas which I want, and then it will add them to my cart, and it has successfully added them to my cart. Now it will again ask, would you like to add anything else, or are you ready to confirm your order? Now I suddenly realized that I won't be able to finish two pizzas all on my own, so I want to remove one pizza. So let's remove which one to remove. Both of these are quite tempting. So I'll just remove this sun-kissed pizza for now. Let's say, sorry, sun-kissed pizza. We'll have you another time. But let's say we want to like just have margarita and our americano. So wonderful. I have an okay. Okay. Sorry. I just asked another sun-kissed pizza. So I'll just say, show me my cart. I think I didn't ask it to remove, but it added another sun-kissed pizza because I just said sun-kissed pizza. So now we have two golden sun-kissed pizza in our cart, one classic margherita and one regular cafe americano. And it is also showing me the prices for like all items. Now I want to remove remove sun-kissed pizza. Now I am actually removing uh, like all of it. Okay, so let's just ask our chatbot to remove the sun-kissed pizza. So it says I have removed both golden sun-kissed pizzas from your cart, right? Because there were two golden sun-kissed pizza, and it has removed both of them. So now I want to place my order. Okay, place my order. Okay, you can say anything like I'm done, or any keyword like that, what you want to say. And then it will say, namaste, before I place your order, let's quickly review what's in your cart. So it will once again take confirmation from you that this is the final dishes which you are going to like order. So I will just confirm, and it is also telling me that my total is 790 rupees. So all of this looks good. I'll just say this looks good, and then it will go back to the backend, and it will just place the order successfully, and it will give me my order ID, right? So my order contains americano and one classic margarita. Nice. So this was a nice experience. Here we saw like how the chatbot asked for clarification where it was needed. It helped me like explore the menu. It also helped me add items to my cart, remove them from the cart, and placing my order, all from this chatbot experience. Otherwise, which otherwise I would be doing by here, like exploring the menu, adding things on my cart. Yeah, that is also a nice experience, but sometimes I'm just in a mood to just talk to some like person and want to place my order, instead of like going through the menu, reading through the lines and reading all the reviews. Okay, so this is the overall chatbot experience which we can have it here. Now let's go to Zyka India. Okay, now this is another kind of like restaurant which is hosted on Zykus, and now this is the same chatbot, but now it knows that it is working for Zyka India instead of Bella Italia, because it is a multi-tenancy platform. So here we can have the same conversation, like we can browse the menu, all of it. Like let's say this is Zyka India, so I assume that it must be having a lot of Indian foods. So I'll just say I want to have something like spicy today. Okay, I'll just say like I don't know what menu they have, but I'll just say like I want to have something spicy. After all, it's an Indian restaurant. Oh wow, veg kolhapuri at the top. Okay, I was not expecting that. Like, but yeah, veg kolhapuri is one dish which people often recommend in restaurants when you ask for something spicy. So okay, it recommended, okay, these are the items which are like kind of like spicy dishes here. They have chicken tikka masala, chicken dum biryani, veg kolhapuri. All these options are there. And do any of these catch your eye? Okay, fine. So I'll just say like two veg uh, kolhapuri. Okay, I want to have two veg kolhapuri. Excellent choice. Now it will again ask full or half portion. So I'll just say full. I want to have two full veg kolhapuris. After Americano and pizza, hopefully I would be able to finish that. But yeah, that's added. Now let's say one of the incident I remember, what like I once went to a restaurant and I was looking for chili paneer. Okay, but I was not able to find chili paneer there. Why? Because chili paneer was there in the menu, but instead of paneer, they have used the word cottage cheese. Okay, now cottage cheese is also known as paneer in India. They are quite similar things. So I had to ask the waiter, like I couldn't find chili paneer there. So let's ask Annapurna, like, do you have any paneer dishes? Okay, I want to eat paneer. Let's see if they have any paneer items or not. Okay, so yes, we absolutely have delicious paneer dishes on our menu. You might enjoy our paneer tikka masala. Okay, it's a chef special and a highly recommended dish. Now, it is also telling that it's chef special, it's highly recommended, all these things. It is like telling me in like kind of like natural language. But it is also saying that we also have ras malai, a rich and creamy Indian dessert with soft paneer dumplings soaked in. Like now, technically, ras malai is kind of made from that same process, so it's smart enough to know that okay, the customer is asking for some paneer dishes, but it is also telling all of the possible paneer dishes which are there in the menu. I can also ask the same thing, like anything made with cottage cheese. Okay, now all these things are not explicitly programmed by me, but the LLM, it knows like, okay, when you say cottage cheese, you're likely referring to paneer, which is Indian cottage cheese. So all of these things are coming from the foundational models. Okay, foundational models smartness. So this is the like advantage of using LLM when we are building chatbot. Okay, so we have two wonderful dishes made with paneer. It's again telling me the same thing which it told me like in the previous turn, because possibly these two are the paneer options in the menu. So this is the overall experience, and then I can place the order like I did in Bella Italia. Okay, I can say like, um, what's this restaurant's speciality? Okay, so I can ask like n number of questions, and it will come up with like the options, different options which are available there. So Namaste, our restaurant Jaika India has a special category, so it knows the restaurant name also, Jaika India and everything. So it is customized for all the tenants which are there in the Zaiku's platform. So one chatbot catering to different restaurants on one single platform. That is the power of multi-tenancy. That is the power of large language models and foundational models. Okay, so this was all about the demo of like this product, and there are endless possibilities. We can take it further from here. We can put order tracking system, and different possibilities are there. Okay, we can also like pay from here, I think. There are now a lot of APIs which allow you to pay from chatbots also, so we can build all sort of features here in the chatbot. Now let's do one thing, like let's look into the technical aspect of this project now. So I'll just quickly take you to yeah, so we did this demo of the chatbot. Now let's delve into the technical aspect of this chatbot, how it was designed, and what are different concepts which come into play when we are building chatbots. So first we will see that chatbots and why use LLMs for building chatbots, and how to make LLMs talk, how to make LLMs chat, the concept of memory in LLMs, and LangGraph and its utility in building such type of products, and how we use fast API backend, and technically the code walkthrough I'll be giving you. So first of all, let's see the chatbot and why use LLMs for building chatbots? So a chatbot is nothing but some kind of software program. As a human, we are asking it question in natural language, and it is answering our question in natural language. That is chatbot, right? And the chatbot is trained with a huge amount of data. Uh, in traditionally, we were training the chatbot only with the right amount of data required for our specific use case, and I'll talk about that how that thing changes with LLMs. So pre LLM era, I'll talk about pre LLM era, when we had traditional chatbot like kind of services where we could develop our chatbot. There were no code tools also, and you could start from scratch, and you can train a model with a lot of your use case specific data and build a chatbot. Okay, that basic concept is still the same, but earlier we were using tools like Dialogflow, which is from Google. It is just one example. There are other tools also which allow you to build your own chatbot with your own data. But now we build chatbots mostly with LLMs, and the chatbot Annapurna is designed with LLM model only. Like Gemini, GPT, we are using their APIs, their foundational models to build these chatbots. So in pre-LLM era, when we were using Dialogflow, I'll just show you one interface. Uh, Yeah. So this is Dialogflow. Now I designed a chatbot few months back with Dialogflow also, just to explore this platform. So here we had to like define the intents. Intent says nothing but like there are different actions which can be taken by the chatbot, right? We can like greet the user, we can take the order, track the order, we can take new order. So we design all of these intents. We have to like design from scratch. Like, okay, what should be the welcome intent, like, and then we add all these expressions. Like, these are the things which you can say. Okay, namaste, hello, hi, greetings, hey, all these things you can say. And then if somebody is like asking for like let's say new order. Okay, so here we are saying if somebody says new order, place a new order, then it will be trained only on these user expressions. If these expressions are being sent by the user, then it means that new order is being placed. Okay, then it has to trigger that new order wala flow. Okay, so here in Dialogflow we are training on these phrases, and we have very limited scope here. Like here when you saw that when we were trying to order americano, it knew that americano jo hai, it comes in two variants, small and regular. And we had not trained this model uh, to understand that what is small, what is regular, and are these variants. Okay, it knows by like on its own that how it has to handle different scenarios. That is the smartness of language models, because language models, they're already trained on like vast amount of data. Okay, they can already understand a lot of things about natural language and how we like converse with each other. So that part of training we don't have to do. We just have to give it the menu data and a good prompt, design good prompts, and give it the right amount of tools, like how to get the menu or how to add items to the cart, how to get items from the cart. We have to like design only on these aspects. The conversational aspect or understanding the natural language, that part is already taken care by the language model, because after all, they're large language models. They already know a lot of stuff. So you can think about it like it is a like software engineer with quite a good like years of experience, which knows a lot of things about language frameworks and everything. And when you want to get some work done from that software engineer, it can do without much training. Whereas a previous chatbot training or the traditional chatbot development was like we had to like tell this chatbot training everything. We had to feed like very little things to that chatbot. So that is one difference. And if we are building chatbots with LLM models, then we can see that it handles a lot of creativity also, which like we were also not expecting. If some user asks that some question, like they can ask any question, and it will be handled by the LLM in a very smart manner. That is the advantage of using like kind of large language models for building chatbots. For example, I showed you a lot of examples while the demo, but like some of these examples are again mentioned here. Like if you ask like, do we have any cottage cheese? So yes, we do have dishes with cottage cheese, but you see like these things are not trained by us. I didn't train the model explicitly that if somebody asks for cottage cheese, then we have you have to match this with this many menu items, because it is large language model. It already knows what cottage cheese is. and how it is related to paneer. Okay, all these things are already trained in the model. Okay, if I say place this order, I can say, I can also say okay, done. I can say anything, and it will understand that the like user is trying to place the order. Whereas in traditional uh, chatbot training, I'll have to tell explicitly that when to like trigger this intent of placing an order. Okay, so all these things are very uh, are kind of taken care by the large language models, and that is why they are interesting. Now coming to the interesting part, LLMs, chat, and memory. So I showed you this like chatbot thing, but if we go deeper, then these large language models, they are nothing but a machine learning model. Okay, like in a raw format, they're just a model where we will give some input and they will just give us some output. Like if I say hi, my name is Shashank, then it will just respond, hi Shashank, good to see you, or anything else it can respond with my name. Okay, so what I like to say is that these models, they are nothing but they are like smart auto completion tools, right? Because these models can just predict the next few words or paragraphs. Okay, then how do we say that these models can chat? Because if I send this question, it will respond me with this answer, but next time if I send it this question, hi, do you remember my name, then it will say, oops, I do not have memory. So this is what this model will respond back with. So these models do not have their internal memory, they are kind of stateless. Okay, so they do not understand like the context which you are talking about. Okay, they treat every input as a new input, because as a model they will only take one input and they will provide you the next few like kind of words by like probability, by predicting the next few words. So this is their raw format. Then how do we use these models as chat agents? Okay, how do we model the like models as chatbot agent? How do we build such products? So one answer is obviously we have to like think about the memory, like how to give the model the previous context so that it it has all the like information required to answer the latest question. So we have to give it a memory, and to give it a memory, one of the major like concept is external memory. So kind of like we need to like create an external memory, and we will be kind of storing all the messages there in the memory, and whenever we ask a new question to the model, we will be sending that memory along with our new prompt or question. Okay, so if I say hi, my name is Shashank, and the model will respond, hi Shashank, good to see you. So what we will do, we will put all of these questions and response in this memory. Okay, this memory can be anything, like this can be the in memory, or this can be like some external database. Now these are like in memory also there are different concepts, long term memory, short term memory, and we can choose anything like for our memory as per our use case. Okay, but conceptually there is a memory where we are putting all of this conversation which is going on, and whenever we are like putting this new question, we are sending this memory, basically all of the previous context along with this question to the model. So now the model understands, okay, all of this conversation has already happened. And now in the last, this is the question. So I have to answer this question. And then it will say, hi, Shashank, good to see you again. Okay, so this is how the memory works. Okay, and how the models are used as conversational agents. That is how we facilitate this ongoing multi-turn conversation between user and the model. And that is how most of the user facing apps which we consumers use, like ChatGPT, Gemini, all of these platforms work like this only, because ultimately the model is not designed to have memory. Okay, it is just a model which can predict something, predict the next few words tokens. So with the help of external memory, we build these apps like chatbots. Okay, but now building this memory also like gives us new challenges. Now what are the challenges? So first is every model has a fixed context window. This should be context. So every model has a fixed context window, which means that the input which we are giving to the model, there's a fixed size. It cannot process like a limitless or infinite word length. Okay, let's say a model has a context window, input context window of 100 words. So if we give it more than 100 words, then After 100 words, all the words will be automatically truncated. It will only process those 100 words. So it's not a good idea, right? That is the first thing, that every model has a fixed context window. So if you are a very talkative person, you like to talk a lot, and we are storing all your messages, previous messages, and like your conversation is increasing, because it will eventually increase. And what if we cross that fixed context window size? Then that obviously there will be problem. There will be memory loss kind of thing, we can say. The model will not process everything. So to address that challenge, we have to come up with some solutions. But there is another problem, this is more kind of like engineering problem, this fixed context window. But then there is a money problem also, because most of the models, they charge us basis on tokens. Okay, what is a token? A token is just kind of a word, like in this Shashank can be a word. Okay, a character can also be a word, like this exclamation mark, this can be a token. uh, like a subword can also be a token, right? So basically you can consider token is related to a word or a part of the word. So the more the words we are sending to the model, the more it will charge us, because obviously that is the kind of the measuring unit in terms of AI models. So they charge us in terms of tokens, because they are ultimately processing tokens. So if we are sending more tokens, with like if you are a very talkative person, you like to talk a lot with the model, then every time you're talking a lot, you are sending a lot of tokens to the model, and the model will charge you a lot, right? So we need to think, like with increasing memory, how to tackle these two challenges, such that we do not spend a lot of money also building such a product. So one solution is that after like once in a while, you summarize all the previous messages with the help of LLM only, and then you keep sending those summaries instead of the raw texts, because there will be a lot of word like to you. Okay, a lot of like small words which don't have any meaning, and with time, the like not every word will have the same importance. So we can summarize the text after once in a while, and instead of sending the raw text, we can send that summarized text. Okay, so this is how the memory works. Okay, now coming to the LangGraph. Now LangGraph is just an open source kind of library which helps us to design such products like this chatbot. So this is a normal graphical workflow. So there is a chatbot, there are different tools like add to cart, remove from cart, get the menu, and this is how this whole process works. A LangGraph basically have different components, like this is the graph, that is the fundamental thing. Then there are different nodes, this chatbot tools, their nodes, edges. And there is a state, like the messages, the menu, all of this thing can be considered a state which we pass from one component to other component. There are tools like the external functions which provide the external data to the chatbot, because chatbot doesn't know that Bella Italia or Zyka India menus. Okay, it is not trained on that data, so the tools provide that external data or help the chatbot to do some operations on your behalf. Then memory, we already talked about. Streaming is like as the chatbot starts generating tokens, we send it to the front end to show in a conversational manner instead of sending all the response directly once. So these are the different components. Now all of these components we can design on our own also, as per the all the concepts we learned here. But every time we have to build a Gen AI project, we'll have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, design the data structure, handle different application logic on our own. So instead of doing that, we just use LangGraph, which is just a framework, and it's open source. So yeah, all of these things, all of these concepts are already implemented there, and we just have to use that. Okay, so this is how the chatbot agent has been designed, and these are the different concepts. Now coming to the tech stack. So for the backend, we are using Fast API, LangGraph, obviously, and for the foundational model, we are using Gemini, and the front end is designed in XJS. So I will basically give you a walkthrough of the code quickly. So this is basically the chatbot agent. There is a training folder where you can find that there is a Jupyter notebook, and here I've tried a lot of prompts, different options to get the chatbot agent work as per our desire. Everything is documented here, like what functions, what tools we are using, what prompts we are using. And in the backend folder, this is the Fast API backend, and this has the main file from where it starts. And you can find that in API, the API routes have been defined, and in the agents, the chatbot agent has been defined. So you can find the prompts, all the different nodes. Like if I show you the tool node, then you will see like, okay, there is this. get menu, get cart, all of these things are there. Okay, so you can see like these are the different tools which empower our chatbot. So without these tools the chatbot will not be working. Okay, so it's very important to define the right tools as per our use case. So this is the overall backend architecture. You can explore this repository on my GitHub repo. I'll share all these links in the description of this video. So this is the repository. You can explore the backend and the training. The front end is not very like kind of complex. It's just like a simple chatbot UI, and it is using server sent events from the fast API backend to show the messages in a real time format. Okay, so this is the overall project structure and the demo of this Annapurna agent. I would love to hear your feedback. What do you think about this project? And if you would like to suggest anything, you can comment in the video, or you can also connect with me on LinkedIn or on my social media profiles, which I will like write in the description box. Thank you so much.